Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class for the first intermediate grade. Our textbook is Super Goal number 1. Today we'll be teaching Unit 8, What Are You Doing? And we will learn the lesson about conversation and about you. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Al-Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Saleh Al-Ujan. So let's begin. Our objectives for today's lesson, we hope that at the end of this lesson, you will be able to answer questions about a conversation we're going to listen to, and also to answer questions about films. So just to review our last lesson we had a new grammar rule which talks about the present progressive tense. And we said that in the present progressive tense, we use the verbs for the actions that's happening right now. And we showed some example. And we said that we can start either with contractions. We use the subject and the verb to be, and also with the verb that we added to it an ing. And we said that in each subject has its own verb to be. Like here, for example, the subject I goes with am, the verb to be am, and also subjects he, she, and it goes with the verb to be is, and also subjects you, they, and we goes with the verb to be are. And we add to it a verb and a verb that is followed by an ing. So this form is the form that we use for the present progressive, which we use it for the actions that's happening right now. Like for me, for example, right now, I am speaking to you. And also, we showed you the how to make a negative sentence in the present progressive. We said that we add the word not after the verb to be. We added the word not after verb to be. And also, we learned how to make a short question or a yes or no question in the present progressive. And we said we just start with the verb to be if you want to make questions. For example, here we started with the verb to be, either am, that goes with the subject I, or are, that goes with the subject you, they, and we, or with is, that goes with the subject he, she, or maybe it. So these are the verbs to be that we started with if we want to make a short question or yes or no questions in the present progressive tense. We also have, and this is how we answer the short question, either with yes or with no. And with yes, it depends on the subject. We can use with them, as we said in the affirmative sentences. We use these subjects, each one with its own verb to be. And if we want to answer with no, we must add at the end of the answer the word not. Also, we have learned other type of question, which is the what question. And this is an informative question. So these type of questions that started with what, we're not looking for yes or no answers here. Here we are looking for longer answers. So the form of such question, for example, we started with what, and a verb to be, and the subject, and verb followed by ing. So as we said, as we have learned, for example, what the Tom's father is doing, what Tom's mother is doing, what is Tom's sister is doing, and also what is Tom's brother is doing. And this is from the listening exercise we have practiced for the last time. We said, for example, we answer one simple question, which is what each family member of Tom's family is doing. And we said, for example, in regard for Tom, Tom is finishing high school. And his father, he is working in a bank. And his mother, she is watching Carol's baby. And for his sister, she is working at a hospital. And for his brother, he is studying computers at college. So these are the sentences that we have practiced from our grammar rule in the last listening exercise. And also we have learned a couple of pronunciations rule in regard of the ing ending in those sentences. We said, for example, for the first one, we would pronounce it as follows. What are you doing? I am waiting for you. The next one, what's he doing? He's chatting with a friend. And the last one, what are they doing? They are playing in the garden. So this is how we pronounce the words that ends with ing, whether in questions or in answers. So let's start by today's lesson. Today we have a very interesting conversation. Would you have a look at these two pictures and tell me, for the first picture, what is this boy doing? What is this boy doing? Very good. This boy is talking on the phone. As we can see here, he is holding a phone on his hand close to his ear, and he seems to be calling someone. And what about the next picture? What about the next picture? What is the name of the city? This is a very famous city in America. It's called Seattle. Like we have very famous cities all around the world. For example, in Saudi Arabia, one of the famous cities is Riyadh, Jeddah, and Dammam as well. So now we're going to listen to a conversation about this boy, which this conversation took place in Seattle.
Hi, Danny. This is Logan. Hi, Logan. What's up?
I'm at the train station. I'm checking out the schedule.
Where are you going?
To visit my uncle. He lives in Seattle.
I like Seattle. It's my favorite city.
Well, let's go together.
So now we have listened to a conversation between Logan and Danny talking about their plan in Seattle. So now let's listen to it again, and then we will have some questions to answer.
Hi, Danny. This is Logan. Hi, Logan. What's up?
I'm at the train station. I'm checking out the schedule.
Where are you going?
To visit my uncle. He lives in Seattle.
I like Seattle. It's my favorite city.
Well, let's go together.
Very well. So here we have listened to a conversation between Danny and Logan. So at the beginning, Logan saying or greeting Danny, okay, and he's asking him what's up. And what's up here is usually an informal way that we use it if we want to greet someone, okay? And Logan answers, he said, I am at the train station. I am checking out the schedule. So as in airplane, as in taxis, as in train, each one of those transportation vehicles have a schedule that tells you when to go, when the start of the trip and the end of the trip. So our friend Logan here is checking the schedule of the train station. So Danny says, why are you checking this train station? Where are you going? He said, to visit my uncle. He lives in Seattle. So Logan's uncle is living in Seattle. And Danny said that he also likes Seattle. And he said, it is my favorite city. And Logan offered him to go with him, offered for Danny to go with him to Seattle. So here, before we move to the conclusion of this conversation, we have two important phrases. The first one is what's up, and the second one is checking out. Let's talk further about these two expressions. So the first one is what's up. It means what is happening right now. And this is, as I said, this is an informal way that this expression is an informal one that we can use with our friends, our family member, the people who we know very well. And also checking out. When you check out something, it means that you are looking for information. For example, you are checking out something in your book, you're checking out a schedule, so you see when exactly the trip started, when does it end, from which gate. So this is what they mean by checking out, is to look further for information. So now let's go back to our conversation. We still haven't heard an ending for this one. So now I'm going to show you three options to end this conversation. So we ended our conversation when Logan offered to Danny to go with him to Seattle. So now let's see the options that Danny might choose from. So here we have three options. What does Danny say? In your opinion, what do you think Danny should say? Is it number one, I am busy now, I'm helping my dad? Or number two, I can't, I have to study for a test? Or number three, good idea, I'm packing right now? So imagine or put yourself in Danny's place. Which choice or which option would you choose? Would you say that you are busy now because you're helping your dad? Or would you want to say that I can't, I have to study for a test, to prepare yourself and to study well for the test? Or you might say, this is a good idea and I am packing right now. To pack your things, it means to open a bag and you put your clothes, your stuff in this bag and to go with your friend. So tell me, what is your favorite choice? Now, let's move on to the questions that followed by this conversation. Here we have three questions about this conversation. Let's read them together and then we'll answer them. The first one is, where is Logan? This is the first question. And the second one, what is he doing? What is he doing? And what do you think we mean by he? Very good. Here by he we mean Logan. And you remember last time we learned about personal pronoun, we said that if we mention a noun or we mention the name of a person, we don't have to use it again. We should only use the personal pronoun. And the third question, where is he planning to go? So all of these questions is about Logan. So now let's go back to the conversation to try to find an answer for question number one, which is, where is Logan? So from this conversation, let's see what does Logan said where he is. So what do you think Logan is? Very good. Yes, Logan says that I am at the train station. So now we'll go back to the question and we write down the answer. And here we don't have, as we said, we don't have to mention the name of the person or Logan's name. We only use the personal pronoun. He is. So he is at the train station. Now let's answer the second question. What is he doing? What is he doing? So we agreed that he is in the train station. So what exactly is he doing at the train station? Very good. Yes, he is checking out the schedule. He is looking for the information about the schedule in the train station. So now we'll go back to the question and we write down this answer. He is checking out the train schedule. The third question. Where is he planning to go? Where is Logan planning to go? So he said that I am at the train station, I'm checking out the schedule. Why? Where does he wants to go? Very good. He wants to go to Seattle. And why do you think he wants to go to Seattle? Excellent. Yes, because he wants to visit his uncle. So now we'll go back to the question and we write down this answer, that he is planning, he has a plan to go to Seattle. So here you have the three answers for those three questions. As we said, the answer of the first question is, he is at the train station. And the answer of question number two is, he is checking out the train schedule. And the answer of the last question or the third question is, he is planning to go to Seattle. And now the next part we have is your turn. Imagine, or you try to role play the conversation with a partner, but this time you change the destination and the ending. So for example, here is Logan chooses the destination Seattle. So either with a family member or a friend of yours or maybe a classmate, okay? just to put yourself in Logan's place and have someone else to play Danny's role. And you can repeat the same conversation, but this time you change the destination. For example, instead of saying Seattle, you may say that I am at the train station in Riyadh trying to find schedules to go maybe to Al Qasim, to go to Al Majma', such places. So you may have the same conversation, but you can change the destination. Try it, it's very interesting. So now, about you. Here we have different questions about your favorite movie. You know that usually in films or in movies that we have different types. For example, we have a science fiction movie. This talks about the things or events that is not real. Science fiction, like for example, movies about superheroes. And also here we have a documentary movie. Documentary movie is the type of movie where they film the things on at the reality. For example, they go for the forest and see film the animals or the river or anything that is mostly related to nature. And also we have the other type, which is the comedy movie, and usually kids like these type of movies. They either bring clowns or maybe bring photos, different photos, different colors, just to make people laugh. And also other type of movies we have is the action movie, where usually the police or the policemen are the heroes in these type of movies. So here you have 4 questions. Just think about them and tell us next time what is your answer. Let's read those questions. The first one, what films are playing on TV this week? So usually that you use your TV to watch different types of film. So just think what types of film that is showing in this week on TV. And the second one, what kinds of films are they? So if you are planning to watch a film on TV, so what kind of it? Is it a science fiction film, or is it a documentary film, a comedy film, or an action film? And the third question, who are the actors? What do you mean by the actors? Very good. Yes, the actors are the people who play the roles in those movies. So those movies, we can see different people playing different roles in those movies. These people, we call them actors. These people, we call them actors. And number 4, what is your favorite kind of film? Just think about your favorite kind of film. Do you like, for example, some people might say that we like science fiction film. Why? Because we don't like reality. We want to see films about the space, to see films about superheroes. So this is why they like science fiction film. And also some people said that we like documentary film. Why? Because they like the nature. They want to see parts of the world that they cannot go to. For example, different places around the world, either in different forests, different mountains, so any different place that they like. And also, some people might say that we like comedy film. And they like comedy film because they want to laugh, they want to have a good time, and they want just to pass the time. And usually, comedy films are the best thing to watch if you want to pass time. And also some people might say that they like action movie because they want to feel excited and more and have more energy to watch such film. So make sure you write down your answers and just think about them. Now we have reached the end of our lesson. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.